They should have taken the time. I thought it was supposed to be a 10-minute recess.
Sorry to keep you losers waiting. But wait no longer. I won the race to find Delicia Scone, and here she is.
Hello, dears. Lovely young man, did you want to speak with me? Delicia Scone, providing the most wondrous wares that a pharmacist can offer at your service. Delicia to me pals, even Miss Delicious to some.
You can call me the winner, and I'll call you whatever I want.
All right, Winnie Pooh. Whatever you say. Lovely to meet you, dearie.
So much for calling me the winner.
Oh, have we met before, young man?
Get a load of this, Delicia. That's Miles Edgeworth, Gregory's son.
Well, I never. It's a pleasure to meet you, Milesy Smiles.
If you must address me by my given name, just Miles will do.
Oh, Gritty Peggy, the ex-boy, all grown up too. Makes me feel my age, why don't you?
I wonder just how old she is.
Eustace, I do believe you have some questions for our pharmacist.
Huh? Oh, yeah. What brings you to the gallery today, Miss Scone?
I came to see dear old Moody Jody, of course. We've been fast friends for 18 long years. No one's going to stop me visiting her there.
I understand you helped look after Mr. Gusto in the immediate aftermath of the attack.
Oh, I did too much, really. Wait up a quick anecdote for the dear old doctor.
You can make an antidote just like that?
Oh yeah, dear, as long as I have the right ingredients, I can throw together just about any medicine you like. Certainly helped that the medical room was well equipped, though. We're much better off treating him there than losing vital minutes for taking him to hospital. Anyway, we did what we could. The rest, well, that's up to him.
And you know the victim, Miss Delicious?
Oh yes, sort of. It's been 18 years since I last saw him. Apparently he's famous these days. One of the best confectioners in the world, or so they say.
Interesting. He's a well-known public figure.
Oh yes, dear, he's won the news and everything. Confectionery crafting king of the world, they said.
Wow, the old dog really went to Zane far and upped his game, just like he said he would.
Perhaps if we could proceed to the matter at hand, Miss Scone. Are you familiar with the substance known as Infesticide Ultra? Of course, dear. You use it to get rid of, you know what. Oh, it's awfully strong, though. That's why they don't sell it in shops.
Might I ask what you mean by you-know-what?
Oh, little Bryce fight the poor life out of innocent aliens like yours truly, that's what. Gassy little creatures running around people's nice clean kitchens and terrorising them.
Oh, I get it. Those.
Thank you, Miss Scone. One more question, if you don't mind. Are you aware what happens when the chemicals asphyxium and ubiquium are combined? Oh, yes. Right there in the Infesticide Ultra instructions. Do not mention products containing ubiquium, ever. If you do, they react with each other and make a horrible poisonous gas. What was it again? Effects of inhalation include respiratory complications and, well, death. And poor old Gussie really didn't make it. To take that much gas, you need, probably 500 millilitres of each chemical, I'd say.
She certainly talks like a skilled pharmacist.
Ubiquium's awfully thick and sticky, heats up pretty quickly indeed. It's also bright red and smells minty fresh. Oh, cheap as chips, that's what they use in everything. Asphyxium's more watery and white in colour. That'll do, thank you. You're clearly well informed, Miss Scone. Well, I should be, dearie. After all, Infesticide Ultra is made by the company I work for. Oh, before you get the wrong idea, they don't go handing out free samples. As I say, it's awfully terribly dangerous. You couldn't buy it if you wanted to. Yes, Miss Scone, very interested indeed.
I think that tells us all we need to know. Strange. I thought you suspected Miss Scone. Something in that smile makes me wonder if she has another angle in mind. What is it, Detective Flatfoot? Any developments to report? Yes, sir. Turns out the sculpture's glass display case is open from the top. That's rather unusual. The temperature inside can be adjusted too, all the way down to 0 degrees. The Pisces case was kept at 26 degrees. Damn near got my hand stuck in it. Well, lucky you escaped alive. Anything more relevant to the case? Yeah, they found something on the inner side on the top part of the Pisces case. Traces of ubiquium. Oh, now we're talking.
That's odd. If there's ubiquium stuck to it, it should have stayed stuck. After all, 26 degrees would have been frozen solid.
It would, huh? So how do things wind up as they are now? I think Kay might be able to help us figure out that. Or at least, Mr. Thief might. You guys are desperate to get on my good side, huh? Fine, I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but take it away. Can't believe I'm taking orders from this guy. Whatever, anything but the truth. Before you get too carried away, the Goddess of Justice has no need of your help. We will soon find the truth ourselves. Youch, why so frosty, Judge G? Your baby prosecutor just gave us the big thumbs up. What's the issue here? Wait, don't tell me the committee's got some dirty little secret it doesn't want us finding out. I'm not required to explain myself to you. If you feel you absolutely must participate in the investigation, perhaps you can prove to me it'll be worth our while to keep you around. What exactly does she have in mind here? Who triggered the release of the poison gas? If you can answer this question, I'll consent to your participation in the investigation. You heard the lady, Smiles. Somebody opened the Pisces case and let out that gas. Considering what we learned so far, there's only one person who could possibly be, no? Yes, the answer is indisputable. In that case, please kindly provide it now. Who released the poison gas? Well, there's one of 3 people it could be. I think it's her, honestly.
Take that!
This is who released the gas, I'm certain of it. Okay, guess not. And I've never been more certain of my decision to overrule somebody. No. I knew you were unworthy of... Whoa, hold up, G. Miles just pulling your leg. Alright, Smiles. Think over the situation one more time. The answer's crystal clear. There's only one person in this room when the gas was released, am I right? Again, go with your fucking guts. One person in the room, that's him. You had it over him, you thought about it, why didn't you fucking click it?
Take that!
The victim, Carmelo Gusto, is the only person to have entered the Autumn Wing. Thus, only he could have opened the case. Correct. That appears to be the only logical answer. Very well. I permit your participation in this investigation to continue. However, if at any point I feel you're contributing nothing of value, you will be removed immediately. Understood. Even if Mr. Gusto did open the case, we still have no idea why. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, tell me what you want to see. Let's use the data we collected to recreate the scene before the poison gas went off. On it. Ah! Don't scare me like that! So this is what you were talking about, your Mr. Thief. Let's begin by examining the Pisces sculpture. There's a generous amount of ubiquitous frozen to the underside of the top of the case. Which is what was keeping the lid on real tight. The actual glass lid's all cracked though, right? The actual glass lid's all cracked though, right? Somebody really went to town, your little house there, Pisces. Do you have any idea how the glass lid might have come to be so cracked? It doesn't look like the outer face inside the glass suffered any damage. I see. So we have a cracked piece of glass that was ice cold on the inner freezing side. We also know it wasn't damaged in any direct way to the outer facing surface. Thoughts? Ice cold. Makes me think of the way you glare at people, sir. Cracks. Makes you think of the deeply etched lines on your forehead. It was cracked by heat expansion. Applying the heat to ice-cold glass on the outside would cause it to crack. I appreciate the science lesson, but why is it all heat cracked in the first place? Why indeed. A heat-cracked glass lid, lined on the underside with frozen ubiquitous. You look like the cat got the cream, Malzarino. You know what happened, don't you? I certainly do, and what's more, I know how Mr. Gusto opened the case. What? You didn't give me a chance to figure it out first? It would have been quite the wait. Well, don't keep it to yourself, Edgeworth. I want answers. That's where you come in. The blowtorch showed signs of having been used recently when it was found here in the autumn wing. I think it's likely it was used on the glass lid, causing it to crack. A blowtorch? Who uses a blowtorch to open a glass case? I get it. Mr. Gusto is trying to melt the frozen ubiquitous so he can open the lid. Indeed. You beat me to my answer by a second. We'll see who wins in the next. Don't try and tell us you nearly had it. You didn't have a clue. Nuh-uh. It was Edgeworth making things hard to understand. Okay, would you mind updating the recreation so that Mr. Winner can follow along too? Sure, just for him. Here goes. Mr. Gusto was alone in the autumn wing, and while he was here, he used this blowtorch to melt the frozen ubiquitous on the underside of the lid. And? As the ubiquitous melted, it mixed with the asphyxion that was already present inside the glass case, thereby producing our poisonous gas. When Mr. Gusto finally managed to open the lid, he would have released the gas and poisoned himself. He made as far as the fountain room where he collapsed. So he opened the case and out came the gas, huh? Seems we got there in the end. Why the heck-a-doodle-doo did he want to cause us open the case in the first place? I'm not sure. In fact, we don't even know what his ultimate goal was. I think he might have come here for the same reason I did. Check out not the autumn wing, but the winter wing. You remember right? I thought this is where the Winter Wing was when I first got here.
Call you out too, did it, my little ladylike king? I was ever so confused with it being where Chillywinky's room was all those years ago. There's even the same little tree in front of the blessed door. It won't be all 6s and 7s, eh?
Never involved with the I-7 incident make the same mistake. I think we need to go and take another look at the Winter Wing. Time to see how quickly I can convince Mr. Winner, I suppose. Eureka! Ladies and gentlemen, I have the answer. The answer to what exactly? The man was going to end it all. A dramatic exit stage left, sort of arty-farty farewell. Have you been listening to this whole time? At my level, I barely need to listen to a word and still understand exactly half of what's going on. Perhaps I can explain a few of the finer details to you later, Eustace. Winner's prerogative. Winners? Oh, sure. Thanks, Gavel. Thank you indeed. I find it's always best to leave things like child wrangling to a professional. In the meantime, don't you have something to tell Mr. Edgeworth and his friends? Oh yeah, I totally forgot. What is it now? I took the liberty of investigating our friendly pink pharmacist here. Or rather, had one of my underlings do it for me. That's nothing to brag about, you know. Shut up! Can't you see I'm talking? Anyway, let's put a pin in my suicide theory for now, yeah? I have something more important to tell you. It was Miss Delicious who set up the gas trap. How can you say that? I was greatly saddened to learn of this, Miss Scone. Your profession is one dedicated to saving lives, and use your expertise to try and take one. I beg your pudding, how dare you! I did no such thing! Perhaps you could explain, Mr. Winner. Oh, you bet I can. Get a load of this. This is Miss Delicious's pharmacy license. It says right here she's authorised to handle Infesticide Ultra. A product we established contains asphyxion, one of the ingredients in our gas. Exactly! It's almost impossible for ordinary people to get a hold of the stuff. Miss Delicious is no ordinary person. She's a card-carrying pharmacist. I didn't do it. This is a terrible misunderstanding. Objection! And that's not all. There was a bottle of Infesticide Ultra in the victim's pocket. And what do you know? Covered in your fingerprints. We know that you and Miss Bound took the victim to the medical room. What better moment to slip a bottle into his pocket, No! There was only one person on the premises licensed to carry Infesticide Ultra, and that's you, Miss Scone. Furthermore, you're acquainted with Miss Bound, the owner of the gallery. You would have had some access to the building and ample opportunity to prepare your trap. No, dearest, you don't understand. The Infesticide Ultra was stolen from me. Lying will only lengthen your sentence, Miss Scone. I'm not lying. It's in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it. What is she looking for? That's not it. That's not it. That cloth looks familiar. Ah, here we go. I knew it was in here somewhere. Look. And what's this? There's something written on it, I think. April 1st, complaint filed, offence theft, item stolen, Infesticide Ultra 1 bottle. It's a crime report relating to a theft. A what? See, you silly billies. I told you someone pitched it off me a week ago, no less. By which you mean to say it was not in your possession at any point today? That's exactly what I mean to say. I think the bottle you found might be the one I lost.
I always assign my medicine bag, just in case, you know. I was supposed to keep the bag locked up tight, but forgive me, anything weren't screwed on. Now, thanks to silly old me, someone's got me stuck in a cloud of poison gas with the stuff.
I see. But why on earth would you carry such a hazardous substance on you?
Like I said, just in case. You never know when one of them might appear.
You mean the ghastly little creatures that run around in people's nice clean kitchens type of them? You could strap a newspaper and whack! One and done. Gavel, what do I do now? Of course. I think perhaps it might be wise to confirm the authenticity of the crime report just to be safe. It can't hurt to verify Miss Stone's story, after all. She may be lying to us. Good idea. All right, I'll go give the precinct a call. Don't go anywhere. So Miss Stone might not be guilty after all. Indeed. If she really were the one who set up the poison gas trap, I highly doubt she'd have used a method that directly implicates her. Who do you think it did, Smiles? Someone with knowledge of the victim's likely behaviour and the time and means to prepare. Two factors which point to one very specific person. Who might that be? Don't leave us hanging, big guy. Who had the means to steal the Infesticide Ultra and dress one woman to look like another? So I was running off instinct before then.
Take that!
Surely only Miss Bound, the proprietor of these premises, could have possibly have prepared in such a way. Try saying that 5 times fast. We'll need some solid evidence to support such a theory nonetheless. So it was her, huh? Strange. It's like you already knew. Nice shooting, Malzarino. Might have to make an associate position a permanent deal. That is not what I was hoping for. I'm back with results. The police confirmed the theft was reported and logged, which means we may have been a little hasty with our conclusions, team. You mean every single one of your conclusions proved to be hogwash? No, I mean we're only just getting started. Oh, and then what's our next move? Well, first we need to go and talk to Miss Bound. And then? And then I'll think of what to do after that. Eustace, Mr. Gusto's real destination appears to have been the Winter Wing. Perhaps it would be worth having someone investigate that room more thoroughly. Yeah, we should totally do that. Flatfoot, go investigate the Winter Wing. Yes, sir. Gavel, we're going to talk to Miss Bound. Very good, Eustace. We'll join you if you don't mind. All right, you have your orders. Go talk to Bound for me. Hey, Mr. Winner, we are going to talk to Miss Bound ourselves. Sure, but I thought, why don't the grunts handle the grunt work, you know? Means I can just sit back and wait for their report. A winning strategy. You spoiled little... He's so exhausting. I need a break. Oh, excuse me. Huh? There's something in the fountain. Ah! Oh my god! It's a body! What on earth? That's not her, is it? No, the hair doesn't match. Order in the court! Somebody call forensics! Bad news, sir. Real bad news. Order! I'll have order, detective! The ice sculpture's in the Winter Wing. They've all melted. What? Did? Huh? Say?
What's the meaning of this?
Now we have 2 victims?
Shh. Talk about deja vu. It's just like 18 years ago. Even the ice melted again.
Again?
This is like some weird rerun. Same people, same everything. I said it before, I'll say it again. This is no coinky-dink. You're with me, right, Marzarino? I am. I think the answers lie in the IS-7 incident itself. In fact, I'm convinced of it. Great minds think alike. Alrighty then. Time for another trip down memory lane. I still can't believe the IS-7 incident was Gregory's last case, although it's been 18 long years since. A murder at a confectionery contest, and one of the participants no less, Artie Frost. They pulled his body out of a treasure chest made as part of Samson Tardoga's chocolate tableau. He'd been hit in the head with a large rock salt lamp and subsequently bled to death. We found the lamp hidden inside the Candy Castle Decius Scone had made for the contest. But then, before anyone had the chance to investigate Mr. Frost's own room, all his icy creations had melted clean away. All of Mr. Frost's work destroyed. Mr. Von Karma wasn't very happy. He told us to get out and in no uncertain terms. What do we do now, Mr. E? I can't believe he just up and kicked us out. Von Karma's a total dick. Now, Eddie. It's always the job of the police and the prosecutor's office to investigate the scene. Yeah, but he didn't have to talk to us like that. What if we... So who cares if we're cops or attorneys? We should all be working together to find the truth. You can't assume everybody aims at the same as your own. You may wish to expose the truth, but others might wish to accept things at face value. Which way you're thinking is right depends on the person. What if somebody innocent ends up behind bars because no one managed to uncover the truth? It can happen. We're all human, police and prosecutors included. Which is why defense attorneys exist. Our job's to help people in just such situations. To be friends to the friendless. Friends to the friendless. Now, we may not be able to investigate Mr. Frost's room as hoped. That doesn't mean we can give up. You're right, Mr. E. I'm sorry. I should have thought more before I opened my big mouth. You're young, Eddie. You'll learn soon enough. I will, I promise.
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, it looks like you could use a little pick-me-up. I'm afraid this is all I have, but by all means.
Whoa, you're the best, Miss Bone. Chocolate Eyes of the Court Record. Tangora's favourite, handmade by Bound, rather misshapen and incredibly sweet. Thank you. A little sugar boost might actually help, although these are a little too sweet for my liking, and a little uniquely shaped.
I'm sorry if they're not to your taste.
No way, they're great. They're so sweet.
You're very kind. Imagine, me of all people, a mediocre confectioner.
What? You mean you made these yourself?
Yeah, Samson loves chocolate, so I had to learn. Keeping him supply of his favourite treats is just one of my many duties. Although, he does spend most of his time coaching me on how to improve my technique.
Mr. Tangora sure is a lucky guy. Getting to eat homemade sweets by the one and only Judy Baum whenever he wants sounds amazing.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, nothing at all. Dear sweet Eddie, you really do have a lot to learn. It seems you're quite committed to the work you do for Miss Tangora, Miss Baum.
Of course. What right would I have to say here otherwise?
What do you mean by that?
I was abandoned as a baby and Mr. Tangora took me in. That's right. One snowy Christmas Eve, many years ago, he found me on the steps of this very mansion. He saved my life and became the father I never had. I can never repay him. My work for him is the least I can do, and I'll be here for him as long as he needs me.
That's the most beautiful thing I ever heard. Yeah, this new murder going on is definitely something she's doing for him. I must be getting old. I'm welling up a little myself.
To think today is Christmas Eve. I can't even give him his present in person. I'll do anything to save him. Anything. Please, if there's something I can do to help, just say it.
We're very grateful, Miss Bound. Perhaps you could help us by answering a question. Did you know the victim?
Not very well, I'm afraid. But if you wanted to see some of his work, I have a picture of the sculptures made for the final.
My, they're stunning.
Aren't they? I think they're masterpieces. Who would have thought you could make such intricate statues out of flavoured ice? Samson adored them too.
Oh hey, that's Taurus and Gemini, right? I didn't think you were keen on constellations and the zodiac, Eddie. Oh, I love it. The stories those stars can tell. Take Gemini, for example. See the lyre? That's what the harp's called. The arrow and the... Hold up. The lyre doesn't have any strings. Did Mr. Frost forget to add them, maybe?
That doesn't sound like something he'd forget to do.
Really? I thought you said he didn't know him very well.
Well, he didn't seem like the type.
It seems she's got something to hide too. You took this photograph yourself, Miss Bound?
Yes, I use this instant camera here. It develops the pictures as soon as you take them. It's so useful.
Oh, I'd love to see it in action.
Why don't I take your picture?
Yes. Come on, Mr. E. Let's get a shot of the both of us. Well, all right then. It'd be a shame to waste a good head, eh?
You're wearing a hat. Say cheese. There, all done. The picture's yours to keep, Mr. Fender.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's such a cool camera.
It's the only one we've got. We use it for all our picture-taking needs. It's very convenient, but the lack of negatives is something of a shame.
So there aren't any negatives for us to reference, huh? I assume Mr. Tangora used the same camera during the contest.
Yes, you assume correctly. He used it for some work-in-progress pictures of his seascape. Later to take some photos of the other contestants' work.
But didn't you take a picture of the body when you discovered it? And didn't you discover the body while the judging was still underway?
Yes. Samson wanted pictures of all the entrants' completed rooms. But the film ran out as he finished photographing Mr. Gusto's work. He asked me to go putting a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than they were.
In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected?
Yes, the number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way.
But had he really, though?
I went to our living area to change the film and was passing through the family room on the way back when I heard the sound of something break and collapse in Sansom's room. Samson, are you in here? Ah! Mr. Frost's body was just lying there. I was in shock. It was all too much. I remember I called the police and went to tell everyone else. And the camera's been with me here ever since.
I see. I'd be grateful if you could lend us the camera and this picture, Miss Bound.
Of course. Here you go.
Thank you. A new film cartridge has 20 exposures, but there's only 3 remaining. A photo of Frost sculptures taken by Judy Bound. Detective Bad, Miss Scone, are they done investigating?
They're done with me, that's for certain. The big old meanie told me to clear off. Honestly, that mannequin's will be the end of me, the cheek of him.
Guess he got tired of people cluttering up his crime scene. Did he run you off too, Detective Bad?
Yeah, Von Karma seemed to think I'm a nuisance. Can't do things his way with me around.
Why would Mr. Von Karma go so far as to exclude his own lead detective?
Still, got a pretty good look at the scene. As for Gusto, he's enjoying a nice little chat right now in Frost's room.
What about?
About the fact that Miss Bound said she saw him going in there during the contest.
Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room.
That's right. I have to say, he looked very much like he didn't want to be seen. I don't know what he could have been up to.
Well, he's candidate number 1 at the moment as the guy who melted Frost's work.
Is that really why Mr. Gusto went to Mr. Frost's room?
Got a photo of the room right here. If you need it, it's all yours.
Wait, what? Why don't you just give it to us?
So I've got to spit it out for you, kid. I'm offering to help you guys. I want the truth about the case to come out.
Detective? Really, Detective Bad? Mr. Von Karma would be happy about this.
Yeah, well, I'm not Von Karma's stooge. If he's going to stonewall my investigation, I'm not going to play by the book either. Can't let some pesky rules keep me finding the truth. Now, can I, Mr. Edgeworth?
Indeed. Thank you, Detective Bad. Wow. I can't believe you won him over, Mr. E.
I ain't the fuckness what's going on about. But here's some new friends, eh?
It's definitely nice to have the good detective on our side, that's for sure. Alright, let's take a look at that photograph.
Here.
It's unplugged.
This is what Frost's room look like right now.
Yikes, there's nothing left of his flavoured ice sculptures but puddles. The floor appears to be completely coloured in a pale blue liquid. Should that compare with the photo I just borrowed from Miss Bound? I assume the unplugged power cord has something to do with all this.
Yeah. Once that was out of the socket, the display cases lost power and the temperature went.
Looks like they're all connected to the same power strip. That's not very safe. Do you have any idea when it was unplugged?
No, still working on that.
The sculptures are beautiful. What a waste.
You can say that again. I should have taken a few more bars out of them when I had the chance.
So they tasted good?
Oh, did they ever? I never tried ices so scrumptious in all my life.
Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite.
Oh, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. That was unbearable.
The salty bit?
In the other photo you got there, this bit, this RP thing.
Gemini's liar. Wait, that's why it had no strings? You ate 'em?
I didn't eat that much, you cheeky little devil. I told you, it was horrible and salty.
It's interesting that only one particular part of this one particular sculpture tasted different from the rest. Could somebody other than Miss Scone really be responsible for eating the rest of the strings? Do you notice anything else, Miss Scone?
Come to think of it, I did. There's a funny little mark on Chilly Winky's work. 2 little letters. Let's see if I can draw them for you. There we go. Yeah, it looked like that.
It's almost like a signature or something. Wait.
I knew Mr. Frost wouldn't have made that heart without strings. He's not the type to skip an important detail like that.
I hope you don't mind me asking, Miss Bound. Are you certain you didn't know Mr. Frost particularly well?
No, I barely knew him, I swear.
Is that so? You certainly seem to have some strong opinions about his attitude towards his work.
No, the sculptures were carefully made. I didn't think he'd missed something so important.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. You have a more personal connection to his work than that.
Well, what makes you say that?
I have an item of evidence that appears to have been from one of Mr. Frost's possessions. It shares a key feature of another piece of evidence. Oh, bloody hell.
I won't know what you're talking about if you don't share. What are these 2 pieces of evidence of yours?
Which 2 items point to Mr. Frost? This is the first.
Take that!
And now the second.
Take that!
The link between these 2 pieces of evidence reveals a shocking truth.
Really?
Not sure I'm seeing this link, Mr. E. That wasn't right. Miss Bound's especially fond of one of these pieces of evidence we gathered. I should take another look over them all, I suppose. Now then. Particularly fond of one, is it? Oh, maybe.
Take that! Take that!
Ah, ha, ha, there we go. Miss Scone found 2 letters carved into Mr. Frost's ice sculptures. I think they were his signature of sorts. After all, it's not unusual for an artist to initial their work.
I guess not. That's right, dear. Just like you said. Chilly Winky's statues have the letters PH carved on them plain as day.
PH? Shouldn't it be AF? You'd think so, but take a look at this. It's the seal we found at the crime scene. It seems reasonable to assume it fell from Mr. Frost's pocket. When pressed into the surface of an item, it would leave behind the letters PH, the same pottery mark imprinted on the bottom of the items in the tea set. The same pottery mark? We've already established the tea set is the work of the sculptor Paul Halik. From that we can assume that these same letters would mark any item out of a piece of his work. A fact which you are well aware, correct, Miss Bound?
Well, yes, I know he always marked his work with his initials like that. He's never revealed the true identity in public, so it's the only way to know his works are truly his.
You mean Paul Halik was... That's right, Detective. Artie Frost had another identity. He was no ordinary confectioner, at least as far as Miss Bound was concerned. For you see, Mr. Frost was in fact... Mr. Frost was in fact none other than famed sculptor Paul Halik. What? Mr. Frost and Paul Halik are the same person?
Well, it's not like the mark's hard to copy, though. Anyone who's seen it could fake being in with it. Not exactly conclusive proof that Frost was who you say he was.
It was proof enough for Miss Bound. What matters is that she believed it. His true identity would have been investigated by the good people of the precinct.
Alright. The boys look into it.
I should have known I couldn't hide it from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
So you admit it? You're aware of who Mr. Frost really was?
I was. When I discovered his body, I saw the seal you found. Don't ask me how, I just knew straight away it was my dear Paul Halik. Imagine, his entries in a confectionery contest were his final legacy. A great man like that.
And, be honest, did you enter Mr. Frost's room at any point?
What? Why are you asking me that?
The photograph of Mr. Frost's room. I'd like to know when it was taken.
I must have gotten it mixed up with the one Samson took during the judging.
Objection!
I'm afraid I find that rather hard to believe. You said yourself the camera ran out of film during the judging. You've had charge of the camera since before Mr. Tangor had the chance to visit Mr. Frost's room. That's how you were able to take the picture when you discovered Mr. Frost's body.
I suppose so.
This suggests you took only 2 pictures with the new film. One of Mr. Frost's body and one of his room. But I have a piece of evidence that says otherwise.
You do?
Which piece of evidence contradicts the assumption Miss Bound only took 2 pictures?
Take that!
The camera?
You gave the picture of the body to the police and the picture of Mr. Frost's room to me.
Oh, when you gave us that
You gave us that picture you took of me and Mr. Edgeworth too. 3 photographs in total, and yet the film cartridge of this camera only has 3 exposures remaining. Out of a total of 20. You took more pictures. I want to know what of. I'll need to see all the photos you took. Perhaps then we'll finally learn what you're really up to.
I'm so sorry. I confess, I've been lying to you.
Aye? These are all shots of Frost's room.
I'm so sorry.
Looks like you took pictures of his work from every possible angle.
And when they were taken, the ice still hadn't melted yet? Wait, don't tell me it was you.
It was. At least, I'm pretty sure it was.
You are? Why?
You see, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Hoodley's work, you know. I was petrified that it might be ruined, what with the investigation going on and everything. I thought I should at least capture the sculptures on film for posterity.
And? How'd that make them melt?
I think perhaps I was so intent on getting the perfect photographs, I might have tripped the power cord without noticing.
By mistake? Are you sure?
I didn't notice at the time, but, well, how could I have been so careless as to cause the loss of his final masterpieces?
That seems a little convenient to me. I'm not sure I believe it. But I'm not in a position to refute it either.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Please don't worry about it. The important thing is you told us the truth. What he said. No hard feelings, Miss Bound.
Thank you.
Mr. Edgeworth, picture's yours. Hope it helps.
What do you want?
Are you infernal nuisances still here? You don't know when to give up. Linger as long as you like. The answer's still the same. You're not part of the investigation.
Whether we're part of it or not, we'll uncover the truth nonetheless.
It seems you don't know when to shut up either. I commend you on your stubbornness.
Mr. Von Karma, I'm afraid I'm the one responsible for Mr. Frost's work melting.
What's the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, and to you, Mr. Gusto.
No concern of mine. I didn't do anything, and Mr. Von Kammer agrees. Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went to Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why. Sure, I was... Silence! You're not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. Duty bound, you're coming with me. I have reason to believe you're an accomplice of the accused Samson Tangoa.
No,
I will be interrogating you personally, so you'd better get your story in order.
I understand.
Wait, please, I'm not done questioning her myself. You think I care because... Ugh. Bad, Gusto, and you, Scone. I have questions for all of you, and I expect answers. Fine by me.
Oh, you could at least ask nicely, mannequins.
He took literally everyone with him.
Indeed. I suppose that means a little point in us hanging around here. Perhaps it's time we got going anyway. It's rather late. I hope the snow's let up.
You're right. Home time. Guess my stomach's in agreement too.
Alright, let's grab a burger before my own stomach starts grumbling too.
Sounds good to me. Let's eat up and rest up. We need to be fighting fit tomorrow.
We will indeed. Our first point of call with Mr. Tangora.